Because of the lies that Christabel is telling on social media about her perfect marriage, Emeka's marriage is about to go south. This is about to destroy Emeka's marriage because the wife sees Christabel as her role model. Now, Emeka's wife is comparing him to Christabel's husband, not knowing that all the things that Christabel is saying on social media are lies. Social media will actually show you what they want you to know and not the real truth. So whatever it is that you're believing on social media, it is to your own risk. I just hope that her eyes are open to see that this whole thing will destroy her marriage before it's too late. Kudos to Mama. With the way she's handling this issue, this family will live peaceful again. If only Christabel will listen to her husband, and also if only the husband will understand the part that Christabel is coming from. Because this whole thing boils down to simple understanding. After what happened on the last episode, that Christabel was arguing with the husband about the fact that the husband confronted her because her child has an injury. Christabel got so upset and moved to the husband as if she was going to hit him. Now, this man is beginning to think that the woman is growing wings and he can no longer control his wife. This issue of understanding between Christabel and the husband is really becoming something else. But then Christabel left and told the husband to his face that it is obvious he is underestimating her in this house. But when they got to the bedroom, the husband was trying to have a quiet time with the wife. But the wife at this point was insisting, trying to use this opportunity, to demand for a house help, just like what she has been nagging about. But as you all know, the husband is not in support of getting a house help. Now, this whole thing is going to be an issue in this family if the whole thing is not well understood. In fact, Christabel need to understand the part that the husband is coming from. But now, deny your husband of his conjugal duty as a husband, it will bring more issue in this house. While Emeka and the wife were having a good time at home, the husband only requested for a glass of water from the wife. And could you imagine? She started saying, "No, I want you to ask me nicely. What do you want?" He already said, "Please get me a glass of water." And she started nagging. "Why can't you treat me like Christabel's husband? He's very gentle, he's loving and caring. But you are here always treating me like..." What is going on? This is what happened to a lot of homes. A lot of people out there that are believing everything they see on social media. And the man right now is beginning to feel that the wife is comparing him to Christabel's husband. And this whole thing can actually, tear this home apart because men literally don't like comparison at all. But the wife is failing to understand that this thing that she's trying to do will destroy her home. And she stood up and left. But thank God that Mama came into the picture and was asking Christabel, "What is the matter with you? When did all this whole thing started?" Christabel was explaining to the mother that the husband has changed, that the husband knew that this is the job that she's doing. But the one thing that I am blaming the husband for is the fact that he accepted to, support Christabel from the beginning when they were not married. So coming to change your mind will only prove to Christabel that you want her to drop her own ambition and everything that she has suffered so much to build. And now Christabel is not ready to give all of that up because she has really labored. When it comes to social media space, it is a difficult area for you to build. And when you finally get to a point that you can start enjoying it, it will become very difficult for you to let it go. After all, it is making her money. But the mother is telling her to her face that if what you are doing right now, I understand the fact that you are making money from it. But if this whole thing will bring issue in your marriage, then please let it go. But will Christabel listen to this kind of advice from the mother? The mother is looking at the future of this marriage, not what is happening right now. But then Christabel is failing to understand that this whole thing can actually cost her marriage. But then Christabel started again, showing her daughter to her fans. According to her, this is how she take care of her daughter before sending her to bed. Can you imagine? But this is one of the things that the husband dislikes so much. He doesn't want her child to be on social media. But then when the husband came in and took the phone away from Christabel, Christabel started arguing with the husband with the phone. And the husband told her, "I have warned you. I don't want to see my daughter in the social media. That is what I've warned you. Please leave my daughter out of it." But Christabel is standing tall that the same person that he is talking about is her own daughter. All right. So he cannot stop her from putting her child out there because she carried the child in her womb. Okay, I think this is where the lack of understanding is beginning to set in. These two have to sit down and discuss this. The husband is only mentioning for the first time that he doesn't want his child to be on social media with the wife. This is something he needed to discuss with your wife. And while they were arguing about the phone, the mother stepped in to, stop the whole argument in the house. They were shouting in front of the daughter, which is very wrong. How can you be fighting, a husband and a wife fighting in front of their child? What message are you trying to pass to that child? She's going to see you people as fighters, and which will probably affect her when she finally gets married when she's grown. And the mother, took the two of them downstairs to, caution them about the act. You two cannot be doing this. You are grown up. You should know that it is not the right thing for you to be arguing in front of your child. While the both of them were trying to defend themselves, the husband said, I don't want my child to be on Christabel's video because she's always telling lies. But then Christabel, on the other hand, is trying to defend herself. That my husband promised to support me. He knew that I was a social media person. I was an influencer before he came to me and got married to me. Why are you now trying to stop me from what I want to do? And the mother was like, yes, if your husband said he doesn't want his child to be on social media, you should respect his decision. You should know that he is the head of the house. Now, this is where I knew that mama has respect for the man in this house. Other women will actually support their children, to stand against the man, but she understands what it means for you to be the head of the house. And then Christabel was saying that she cannot stop that from happening, that the child is more of her own child than the husband, because she carried that child in her womb for 9 months. And the husband was like, this is what I'm saying. She doesn't have respect for me at all. But mama still blamed the husband for not discussing this with the wife before taking the action. And I like the fact that she is not taking side. That is what a good mother should do. May we have good mothers around us, so that when we are about to go astray, they will give us the good advice that will help us in life. Christabel was supposed to take the daughter to school, but again, as an influencer, she took a breakfast, and was telling her fans that the husband is a lovely husband that just made her breakfast in bed. It's very intentional. And when the husband stepped in, she quickly took the phone so that the husband will not smash it away. Is this what you call perfect marriage? This is what she preached on social media. And a lot of people are buying it out there, not knowing that this whole thing are false. They are mere lies. And then the husband was thinking, is it that my wife is not going to learn? Could it be that my wife is never going to change? But then Emeka's wife, while he was trying to, dress up for work, Emeka's wife was expecting breakfast in bed, just because she watched a video of Christabel telling lies that the husband made her a breakfast in bed. This is one of the things that is destroying a lot of people's home, because they go on social media, watch videos about things that are not even happening, all the fake and lies they tell on social media, and try to apply it in their marriage. Now the husband was like, what do you mean that I am a busy man? How can I be serving you breakfast in bed before going to work? Are you serious? And the wife was, what is there? I want you to make me breakfast in bed. Is it too much for me to ask? I want you to take me on expensive dates and all that. This is because she is watching the lies that Christabel is telling. Now the husband is beginning to see that the wife is comparing him to Christabel's husband. And you know for a fact that men literally don't like this whole issue. They don't like this thing of comparison. The perfect marriage of Emeka and the wife is about to turn south, because the wife is beginning to, expect too much from the husband. She doesn't even appreciate what the husband is doing anymore, because of the fake life that Christabel is living on social media. She should better start knowing that whatever she's believing on social media is to her own detriment. Now she picked up her phone and started messaging Christabel, telling Christabel about her husband, that she just, got married, but her husband is not treating her well, that she wants everything that Christabel wants. You don't know what Christabel is passing through in a relationship, yet you want her own marriage. You should know what you are doing right now before it's too late. I just hope that when Christabel finally responds to this message, it will be a good advice for her to respect her husband and be contented with what she has right now before she loses it, because she will blame it on Christabel. But Christabel already has stated that anybody that is believing her, she didn't force anybody to do so. So it is to their own detriment, like I said. But that we are going to find out on the next episode. Please like the video if you have not liked the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here. I will bring the next episode as soon as it drop. But for now, take care.